Are you drowning in a sea of student loan debt, gasping for a breath of financial freedom? Well, my friends, you are not alone. Millions of Americans are bobbing in the same turbulent waters. The weight of student loan debt has been pulling many down, but hold on to your floaties because there's a potential life raft on the horizon. In recent times, the Biden administration has been paddling hard to navigate the choppy waters of student loan forgiveness. It's been a Herculean effort, but the results are promising. The total approved debt cancellation under Biden's administration is now a whopping $127 billion. That's right, you heard it. This monumental effort has provided relief to nearly 3.6 million borrowers, offering a much-needed buoyancy in this tumultuous sea of debt. So, are you ready to swap your scuba gear for a life jacket? Let's dive deeper. Imagine being stranded in the ocean, and suddenly, a life raft appears. That's what Biden's student loan forgiveness program is aiming to be. Picture this. 125,000 student loan borrowers are now seeing a total of $9 billion in debt relief. That's right, billion with a B. This debt relief is being distributed through 3 existing programs. Over 50,000 borrowers will receive debt cancellation under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. That's like having a helicopter airlift you straight out of the ocean of debt. Then around 51,000 borrowers who've been making payments for at least 20 years will also receive relief. It's like they've been swimming for so long, and finally, a life raft has come their way. And let's not forget the 22,000 borrowers with total or permanent disability who will have their debt discharged completely. It's like they've been given a one-way ticket to dry land, and just like that, thousands of borrowers are being thrown a life raft. But what about the rest of us, bobbing in the debt ocean? But wait, not so fast. There's a shark in the water, and its name is controversy. Even as the life raft of forgiveness is thrown out, lawsuits and challenges are snapping at the heels of the student loan forgiveness program. The New Civil Liberties Alliance has filed a lawsuit in an attempt to end the pause on federal student loan payments. The plaintiffs argue that this pause harms nonprofit employers and reduces the incentive for borrowers to work for a nonprofit. Private lender Sophie has also raised concerns, filing a similar lawsuit last month. They're not fans of the repeated extensions of the pause, which has been extended 8 times since March 2020, helping those affected by the pandemic. But the biggest wave comes from the Supreme Court, which is reviewing the legality of President Biden's student loan forgiveness program. The future of the program is uncertain, as the payment pause continues until 60 days after the resolution of this litigation. So, we have a life raft, but we also have a shark. What's a debt-riddled swimmer to do? You've got your life raft, you've spotted the shark, now what? It's time to set a course and start sailing. Imagine the pause on payments as a cool sea breeze, giving you a respite from the scorching sun of debt. The Biden administration is considering extending this, providing more time for borrowers to gather their bearings and chart their course. And there's a chance of more debt cancellation on the horizon. It's like finding a treasure chest in the middle of the ocean. But it's not just about floating, it's about moving forward. Changes are being made to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program to offer more flexibility and credit towards forgiveness. It's like a favorable wind, pushing you towards your destination. And there's more. A new income-driven repayment plan is being developed. Think of it as adjusting your sails to the changing winds. You're not stuck with one rigid path. You can adjust your course based on your income. The journey may seem daunting, and the waves may be high, but remember, you're not alone. There are resources and programs available to help you navigate the vast sea of student loan debt. So grab your compass and plot your course. The sea of student loan debt may be vast, but remember, every ocean has a shore. Now let's lighten the mood a bit. After all, even amidst a sea of debt, we've got to keep our sense of humor afloat. So let's dive back into the ocean of student loans, but this time, with a snorkel of wit. Imagine an ocean filled with dollar bills instead of water. That's the student loan debt we're dealing with. But wait, there's a life raft. It's the student loan forgiveness program, tossing out life jackets in the form of debt cancellation. That's right, folks, we're talking about a whopping $127 billion of debt wiped out, like a giant eraser on a chalkboard of financial woes. But, of course, it's not all smooth sailing. There's a shark in the water, the controversy surrounding the program. It's got some people more rattled than a rattlesnake in a rocking chair. But remember, every ocean has its sharks, and it's all about learning to navigate around them. So what's the compass pointing towards now? The future, and it's looking brighter than a lighthouse on a foggy night. With potential further debt relief and affordable monthly payments on the horizon, it's like the promise of land to a sailor lost at sea. And there you have it, folks. The vast sea of student loan debt, a life raft of forgiveness, a shark of controversy, and a navigation chart for the future. Remember, the sea may be tough, but so are you. Stay afloat and keep swimming towards the shore of financial freedom.